bring the beat back. Gonna bring the beat back. Static is a habit, you should know it's aggravated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chicks, you don't know that I can face it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that shit.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I've always been told that I'm too small, I'm not big enough, I'm not fast enough. I don't have what it takes. I prepare so no one can take what is mine. No one can replace my mind, my heart. To be the best and stay there, sweat is necessary. I'm older. Of course I'm older. That's the beauty of it. 16 years plus. Different level of wisdom, different level of understanding, different level of punishment. I want to live long after my records have fallen, long after my rings have tarnished. And whatever you got to do to make sure you chase your legacy every second of your life. Will you be remembered? How would you be remembered? Why wouldn't you fight for the greatest achievement ever? Leave your mark to endure forever.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task for a program as much of a beast as After Effects. Introductory small little task.
All right, faithful, it's about that time. We all know about this storied franchise, the rings, the legends. But tonight, it isn't about them, it's about this team. If there's a way to get that W, trust me, they will find it. Starting with this man, leading his team to 15 wins and counting.
Going for it all. He's got it. Feels great, baby.
4 names who haunt the very soul of opposing quarterbacks and their future grandchildren.
Here comes the fearsome foursome. Get up. Picked off.
But the key is, it's not talking smack if you can back it up. This team, this time, this moment. Here come the champions of the NFC. Here they come. By the time it took you to answer the door and tip the pizza guy, this team just scored another touchdown. Now there's fast, and then there's these guys. You know this guy don't care. Time to unleash hell. And if that's not enough, there's this man. You cannot take your eyes off him for fear that you will miss something incredible. So are you ready? You've waited decades to hear it. Here come your champions of the AFC.
Introductory small
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Hello, friends from the booth. It's Fox, presented the Super Bowl 11. We are just outside AT&T Stadium here. I'm Matt Kennedy, along with the three-peat champion, Daniel. Daniel, it's Super Bowl 11. We're ready here. What are your thoughts?
I'm hyped. Cody and Cody are two phenomenal players that I'm excited to see face off.
Indeed, kickoff. Yep, my bad. Sorry for cutting you off there. But yeah, 21-yard line there. Yeah, I totally said he would do kickoff. But yeah, but anyway, first down and 10 now coming up. The Condors elected to receive. And we will see, I believe both teams do 4-6, Daniel. Is that the case for the defensive schemes?
So far, yeah, it looks like. I've only really played against the Condors since I played in the AFC, but they do run a lot of cover 3 out of the 4-6.
Indeed. Counter left side, Etiny, give him about 4 yards now. 2nd down and 6. What do you think about that play, Daniel?
So I love that Cody is establishing the run. That's what he always did against me. And having to worry about the run is such a pain in the ass in this Madden. And if he could keep this up, he's going to need to, because Cody scores like 30 almost every game.
Yeah, it's definitely a high-scoring game for Cody, and it's really weird because Cody is a really defensive king, but the fact that he can score just as much as that defensive attack is why he really is where he is right now in Super Bowl 11. Good sack that time on a play action. Carson Palmer, not really a guy that can escape that much, but he really can get that gunslinger like Brett Favre can. But 3rd down and 16, 7 is intercepted. Oh my God, is that Woodson? I think it is. The right side, tackle at the 5-yard line. No, it's Isaiah Oliver. Intercepted. Daniel, is that what you saw once that ball was thrown?
Honestly, I thought the receiver was going to be able to get into the inside. I would be pissed if I was Cody. I feel like that was a good read, but you can't do those mistakes against Cody. Against him, he'll just run the score on you, and by the 2nd quarter, it's over.
Yeah, and, honestly, 3rd down and 16, really, you really can't do much anyway. The only alternative probably would have been run, play field position, but I say go for it. Super Bowl, go big or go home. 2nd down and goal here at the 4-6, my bad. Handoff, a little bit more conservative, gain of 0. Eckler, 2 rushes, no yards. What do you think, Daniel? Pound, 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 or do you think we're going to have pound, pound, pass here?
I think the Condors, if they score a touchdown here, I expect the Condors to go to a pass-heavy offense. He knows that Cody's not someone to play with. He's going to go to a pass offense right away.
Well, it's a 5-wide look here, pretty much by default, unless it's a quarterback draw here. It's going to be, and Eckler comes in motion. Gun tray Y flex now is the call. Eckler to his right, handoff. Austin Eckler is going to be in. Touchdown Rams. What a call.
This is the worst start that Cody could have asked for. A turnover and a touchdown. You're playing from behind. You don't get ball at half. This is starting to look real shaky from the get-go.
Yeah, really, and honestly, like when he started the game, Cody, handoff 4 yards, great, and then a sack, it really puts you in a predicament. What do I do? So I think maybe you overthought it, but again, you said it, Daniel. It wasn't really a bad throw. It was just a good play by the defense, and good tackle to prevent a touchdown, but a mental breakdown there. A 6-yard run on 3rd down and goal at the 6. Now it's 7-0. Big expectations here for the Condors, or do you think that they can get by with a punt here and play defense?
Honestly, if it comes down to a 4th and long, he's going to have to punt and just play smart. He has to rely on his defense at one point in the game, and early on, that's not a bad thing.
Right. Handoff. Met that time by, I believe, is that Kinlaw? It is. The guy who gets $20 million or $40 million a year for his 2nd year made the tackle. 2nd down and 10 now. A little bit of a pistol look here. Bunches to the right. Carson Palmer trying to get something going here in the air. One pass, obviously intercepted. Palmer scrambles to the right side. He scrambles. Wow. You got to be careful there. No fumble there. 3rd down and 5. What do you expect here on a 3rd down and short?
Right here against Cody, I would run 5 wide. Cody runs a lot of cover 3 or Tampa 2, and usually 5 wide is able to counter it pretty well. But he's going in gun split.
Gun split close, or not gun split close, but just gun split. Check down to Etiny, gain of 3, but it's not going to be enough. 4th down and 3 now, and out comes that punt unit. What do you think? WL or neutral on that drive for the Condors?
Oh, it's a big L. He knows Cody can score, but this is the smart thing to do, and if he's still confident in himself, I expect still good things from the Condors.
Yeah, and honestly, I remember going back last year, I was up 10-0 against you, Daniel, Super Bowl 10, and John Ross had that lucky catch up 10-0. You know, Cody, if he was up 10-0 here, the game is not over because you came back 10-0. I thought I had the edge, but then I had a mental lapse. I think even though Cody may be up by, 10, even up to 14 points here, you have to maintain that. If you lose and, mental lapses and you choke, you can easily just give up 10 points in this game. That's a game of football. Boom, touchdown, 7 points. Anything can happen very closely. Do you agree? Do you think that could be the case today?
I think that's the case for most people, but there's just certain users where that's just simply not the case whatsoever. A couple users I have in mind, Zay, you go down 14-0, you're not coming back. It's just simply not. And I think Cody is one of those users where you go down bad, you gotta pray. You gotta start praying at that point.
I agree. 3rd down and 9, and Shea Espine has been able to get past sacks so much this year, so many times. Shotgun in the pocket. Eckler on that halfback wheel route. Give him 15 yards solid. 1st down, move the chains. How about that play? How about that conversion, Daniel?
Again, like I said, Cody's one of those players where you have to play perfect if you want to win. And right now, if I'm, the Condors, I'm frustrated. Easily. But he just has to stay calm.
Oh yeah, stay calm, cool and collected. Shotgun, Espine, staying tall, in the pocket, finds Cooks, he has him, touchdown, Rams! Wow! This is looking almost too easy for the Rams. You need to have a drive here coming up if you're Carson Palmer and company. You hit him there on that deep post. It was cover 2. Cover 2 is the most naked defense in that deep middle. Cover 3, you have one guy back there. Cover 4, sometimes it kind of cover 4 palm. It's just kind of glitchy sometimes. But overall, cover 2 is probably the worst defense you can call in that post route. No chance for a quick on. Touchdown, Rams. And Brandon Cooks, one of the best in this league. And actually, Daniel, you had Brandon Cooks back in the day, but you got rid of him for some good deal, didn't you, or no, or do you regret getting rid of him back then?
I don't regret. His play style and my offense just didn't click. I had Andy Isabella playing his role perfectly on my team, so I'm glad to see him doing well on another team.
That is really good to hear, and honestly, a handoff there to Itani, loss of 3, and really, to be honest, we said the first play, get that run game going. If you can't run the ball here, it's really going to be hard against that Ty Woodson-led pass defense team. Underneath there, I believe that is the tight end, or is that one of the receivers there? No, St. Brown, one of the 13 receivers there. Give him about, I believe, 8 yards. 3rd down and 5. This is it, Daniel. If they don't get this, it will be 3-3 and out. Start the game.
This could look real bad.
4-man pass rush. Palmer stands tall. Takes up the 1st down, barely. 1st down that time on the drag route to the right side there. Right back to St. Brown. Extends the chains. 1st down, Condors. I would say field goal or bust here. No more punting because the Rams get ball at half. So if you punt here, oh boy. Itani, give him about 3 yards there. And now will be, I believe, 2nd down and 8.
Cody's position here is honestly why I always elected to kick first in Madden. You're up 2 scores and you're comfortable getting ball at half. It's honestly the perfect situation you could have in Madden.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. And Carson Palmer throws a dot there to the right side. I believe that is going to be Tyler Boyd, who was on the trade block about a week or 2 ago. The Condors trying to get rid of him, but what a route, corner route there. 1st down and 10. Handoff left side, Itani. Good pursuit angle there by the Rams, and now it's going to be 2nd down and 11.
Ah, man. He needs a miracle right now. I'm not going to lie. He needs a score here, or else I'm willing to call Cody the champ. I have if he does not score at all. That's how
one quarter's done already now. 2nd down and 11. In motion, go with St. Brown the outside. To his right is Itani. Palmer stands tall in the pocket. Calls hike. 4-man pass rush. What a throw. What a wow. What a comeback route.
Oh, my God. That was beautiful. Kind of lucky, but that was beautiful.
And, St. Brown, great catch. It makes you wonder, Daniel, do you agree or refute with this statement? Curl routes, comeback routes, one of the most broken routes in the game. Do you agree? Is there a worse route, you think, or are those two one of the top two worst?
I'm going to have to agree on that. I can never trust those routes.
Yeah, I mean, and, that's what that was. It was a comeback route, not a curl, a comeback. So, great way to, use that. He was probably in a deep blue, that corner. So, staying down 13 now, and it's going to be a cover 4 look for the Rams. Palmer gets outside the pocket. He has the man. What a catch! Wow, I believe that's Boyd. Yes, number 83. What a throw in the run there by Carson Palmer, getting it done in Super Bowl 11. Inside the 8-yard line now. And just when we said be clutch, the Condors are inside the 8-yard line. It's going to be a two-back look here for the Condors. Handoff, Tiny. Wow, he trucks for about 3 yards there. And what do you think here, Daniel? Run. Do you think you see a pass here? What do you think's coming up here for the Condors?
I think we're definitely going to see a pass because this is touchdown and bust. This is 100% touchdown and bust. If you get a field goal right here, it's a bust drive. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that, the Rams get the ball at half, and, if it's 14-3, I mean, at that point, you got to look at the clock. In the first half, don't worry about the clock at all, but when you go in the second half, I mean, you really have to look at that clock, especially being down 14-3, 17-3, etc. Second down and goal. We have Ertz to the left side there. Tiny, Ertz in motion. A little bit of a mismatch there versus the corner.
Receiver. I'm calling it streak on the slot. Ooh.
Oh, he had the middle to run with Palmer there up to the middle. No spy. The middle was naked there, but he went towards I believe that was Zach Ertz in the middle, right, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach.
I thought he was going to go for that. I thought he was going to go streak on the slot receiver. I would have done that 100%. The way Cody plays defense, I would have gone for it.
There's no spy. That middle is open. Roman Palmer up the middle. Oh, it's incomplete.
That's a controller broken.
Oh my gosh, he had the guy open. Good look, but again, on third down for it. I don't know about this. Oh, okay, good. My bad. I thought they were going for it, but yeah, take your points here. I would say it's going to be the slightest W possible, only because it's still a game, but definitely not a W, as you said, Daniel, getting that touchdown, make it a one-possession game. Now it's an 11-point game, 2 possessions, and again, I'm going to say it one more time. Third down, second down, third down, why weren't you maybe considering running up the middle with Carson Palmer? Because there was no spy, the D-line was spread, and Cody is going to 100% not look at Palmer up the middle. Do you think that could have been an option, or do you agree with him passing that ball over the middle there on third down?
I never trusted those runs up the middle, I'm going to be honest. So what Cody did, what the Condors did, I would have done too. I wouldn't. The option to run up the middle with my quarterback would have been out of the playbook. It 100% would. It's just out of the playbook.
And honestly, it's also not his archetype anyway. So Carson Palmer got to sling it, right, Julian? 14-3, Rams. Takes a snap. Pressure comes from the right side. He gets the throw off. It's going to be it's intercepted. It's Troy Apke. Who other? He forced that. That's a forced throw, Daniel. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's 100%. I thought the way he was going to run that drive with the kill clock and get a field goal to get a 2-possession game at half. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah, I mean, not just that too, but there's pressure. So the throw is not going to be as strong as it could with your feet set. So I just think, honestly, right there was one of the rare mental lapses for the Rams. You do it so much in the regular season, just throw it away there,
Yeah, you can't have that. You might be up 11, but you're still going against the best user in the AFC.
Yeah, for sure, right now at least. And now 14-3 for the Rams. Shock or a play action pass there. And honestly, I don't really like these play actions here, to be honest. One play action got sacked. He almost got sacked there. You lose 7 yards there. I'd probably lay it low on the play actions. I really don't think that he's biting the play actions as much. So I'd probably just go hike, sling it, but right there, loss of 7. Now it's going to be 10-17. Rolls out. Palmer. What a beautiful play. Wow. Give him about 18 yards on 10-17. First down for the Condors. How about that play, Daniel?
I think one thing he has to stop doing is rolling out. I see that a lot with him and another user, Joe, they do that so much, they kind of handicap themselves when there's a receiver wide open in the middle of the field. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Against man coverage. Middle of the field, Isaiah Oliver. I mean, to be honest, like, an in route like that on man coverage should work, but I think it was just one of those plays where the defense had the leverage there on the inside. But hey, you know, don't give up there. It's okay. Just try to get a stop here. Oh, watch that deep middle.
He couldn't catch up. Wow.
Oh my, yeah.
He could not catch up.
What a pass and what a catch there right before he got sacked. I mean, it's all about that pocket presence there by Cody. Obviously making him one of the best users in this league. You know, when you have that defense and you have the skill with Austin Eckler and you know, Brandon Cooks and even that, I believe, 88 speed tight end, who really isn't really used as much as I thought. It's really a good, so far, a good game by Cody besides that one mental breakdown. And now, you're under 2 minutes here. I would say a W or a huge W here would be obviously a field goal. Do you think the Rams going? Yeah, any score exactly, and you know that's why I said like you get ball at half. Just play it cool here. If I'm the Rams out of the pocket, Espin gets to throw off of the right side there. Caught that time. There's that 88 speed tight end. I can't think of his name right now. I want to say it's there it is, Horn. And now it's going to be 1:08 on the clock. And this, the pressure just can't get there for the sack. First down again, right to Horn.
I love middle high low. When I was still in this league, I love that play.
Yeah, it's very lethal. Handoff, Eckler. He's been pretty quiet today, but he gets 11-yard run there. Clock continues to tick though, under 37 seconds. Got to watch out for Cody here. What's the clock tick here?
He smells blood.
Oh, yeah, 22 seconds left here. Touchdown here, I'm calling it. This game's over. Eckler up the middle, stuffed that time by, I believe, Pratt. I saw the name Pratt. And now it's second down to 9 here, looming for the Rams. Field goal here, it's still a game, 2 possessions, but a touchdown here. Be careful. 18 points. He gets ball at half. Cody can probably win this game in sleep unless he chokes, and keyword choke.
He's being conservative. I honestly thought he would be passing more.
You know, I think honestly, if I'm, the Cody Condors, I'm honestly seriously playing the pass there though. So what a job there by, I guess the Rams to. How did he make that stop? And the Rams are going to call a timeout here and take their 3. I really don't blame them. I don't know though.
Nope.
I mean,
nope,
there's 6 seconds. Yeah, I would too. Do a quick throw here. Oh, he's playing against. I don't blame him though, because you're winning. Take the points, move on. You're up 2 whole scores, unless it goes for like 2-point conversion. But 14 points is fine. Squib it here, you're good. Now if I'm the Condors here, if he squibs it, okay, he's gonna do a little. Was he kick out of bounds?
What?
That's a free Hail Mary.
Huh. All right. Let's see what
If
play.
Maybe hand it off to a Tiny here, but I would probably do Hail Mary and take your chance in the end zone. Your Palmer can. Yeah, exactly. That's probably what he's going to call here. He's in it. Okay, good. I thought it said knee. So if I had to guess, it's going to be a hand off to a Tiny, but if not, a deep look here. Hopefully 1-on-1, 1-on-2. Palmer stands tall. 5-man pass rush. Good protection. Slings it. It's going to get there for the distance almost. Intercepted that time by, I believe, Seymour. So intercepted there. And honestly, if you're going to do that, I'll just do Hail Mary. I mean, but hey, that's my call. I'm not going to call the play calls for the Condors. I'm always, old school. Go for a Hail Mary. That tip, caught, cheesy crap. That can always happen, but 1-on-3, 1-on-4, probably 1 in 1,000 in all honesty. Taking it out there on the return. Is he down? He is. And now, Daniel, what are your predictions here for the second half?
Cody has to keep throwing the deep passes. That's the one thing that the Condors lack. That's how I always ended up winning. Those deep passes. But as long as he doesn't become complacent, I got the Rams winning this.
Me too. I think honestly it comes down to, as long as you play what you did in the first half, I literally don't see how you're going to lose this game. You literally have to have mental lapses. You had the ball. You're up 14. There's like 13 minutes left in the game here. You really have to go out there and seriously just play football. And you know what you've been doing to get to this spot here. Second down and 4 now for the Rams. 4-man pass rush. Espin stands tall. To the right, he's going to be sacked. It's going to be T. Smith. I don't know his first name. But Smith on the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd down and 16. And now I'm going to be honest here. Run the ball. Play field position. Play defense. You cannot give up any points here. You know, if you pass here and you turn the ball over, you get sacked. It could be bad field position, etc. for easier field goal for the Condors in their next drive.
Wow.
Handoff. Wow. He lost yards in the handoff. Lost a 3. Great run D there. 4th down. You know, Daniel, probably one of the top 2 worst ways to start, because one's a turnover and then 2 would be a 3 and out, and they lost yards. Field position. I mean, looking kind of spicy here now for the Rams, and now if you're the Condors, what do you think? Field goal or bust, or can they, have, one drive to kill?
If the Condors come back, I say the momentum shifted on that field goal. That goal line stand at the end of the second will decide this game. If the Condors score a touchdown right here, I'm pinning that moment because he just got a clutch 3rd and out after half when all the momentum was for the Rams. And if he scores here, that's the play. I'm pinning it on.
Wow, what a spin there. And yeah, I definitely agree there. A tackle there by the legend Kevin Green, getting it 2 yards there. But yeah, you're right. I mean, you only gave up 3 points in that drive, making it still a game, as you will. But 21-3, I'd say the game's over. But 2-score game here, it's definitely not over, especially if Cody chokes.
The middle of the field. He got it. Oh.
I'm breaking my remote there. I'm breaking. Yeah, yes, it is. And honestly, right there. Do you think, in all honesty, though, that he could have threw that ball a half second sooner?
Maybe not. We can't really discuss that because we don't know what would have happened. But
right. Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda. But for me, in my eyes, I saw he threw that a little bit too late. But hey, he still made the right read at the end of the day. Good for you, Cody. And now 4th down and 8. It's a spread look here. Not completely 5 wide, but they do have 4 wide, kind of. 2 to the left. Oh, incomplete. Left side there. Oh, I think that could have ended the game. And all. Yeah, I mean, that really could have ended the game because, again, Cody gets a field goal here. It's 3 possessions. Watch out for the clock. Play action pass. Espin to the right side. Throws it away very smartly. And now, I don't know, if you're the Rams here, you might want to run the ball a little bit here. I mean, the clock honestly matters more. You already are owning the field position. You know that you can have them pinned. And by running the ball, it's way...
Oh my God. Yep.
Eckler, right side. Give him a touchdown. Austin Eckler. I think you're a little bit ahead of me, Daniel. I don't know if I'm behind. Let me see if I can skip forward.
Maybe.
But definitely what a score there by Austin. And dude, Daniel, be honest. The score right now is 20-3. Do you think that it was a total blowout or just a blowout? Or not blowout, or not blowout at all. I mean, for me, I would definitely say probably no blowout, just dominance. The score is 24-3. If someone were to join the stream right now, they might say, hey, this is a blowout. What a bad game. But for me, I think it was just a matter of the Rams having 2 big plays and the Condors not executing on their big plays.
Yeah, two touchdowns taken away because the receivers could not have their feet in bounds. All I'm saying is the Condors is blasting the New Juice WRLD album as we speak because this is pure pain right now.
It is. It really is. And, honestly, you have to get at least a touchdown here in this drive. There's only 11 minutes left in the game. Play action pass. Palmore Palmer, sorry, looks, he throws, and he's gonna be sacked. No, it's fine. I mean that is hilarious. I mean I like you cannot hold that ball like that. I mean I do it all the time too though, so I'm not gonna blame him. But sent down at 19 now for the Condors.
I was talking about the play. I was talking how you pronounce Palmer.
Oh, Palmer. Oh my goodness. I know. Palmer.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I say some of these names. Palmer. So, but yeah, 3rd down and 2. Now, what a catch there, I believe, by St. Brown, number 13. And now it's really it. 3rd down and 2. If you don't convert this, you got to go for it. And if you don't get it, the game's going to be over on a short-term note. But really, what a catch. It really sends the game now. Not 3rd down and 19, 3rd down and 2. Shotgun Palmer. What a catch. Wow. It's that guy, Tiny. He did. I mean, I think he was going for the 1st down, though. But honestly, you kind of got to, like maybe Cody's going to play the 1st down. So at that point, go for it all there. You're down 21. Just go for it there over the middle of the field, like you said. 1st down and 10, though. Palmer shotgun. A blitz look. He's going to be sacked. It's going to go ahead and be Jabril Peppers, a safety. 2nd down and 20.
This is pain. This is pain.
It is. It's kind of hard to watch because I have no idea how I beat Cody twice in this franchise. 2nd down and 20 to the right side. Palmer checks it down. Tiny. What a spin. That man is pretty skinny for running back, but he really makes it happen. Truck. Very elusive. He breaks tackles. Good for him, man. Good receiving back. The Condors definitely got a good gem in drafting him in that first draft in 2020. So
Cody's not a bad user, and seeing his team not being able to step up for him, it's pain. Because I've had the sweatiest games against him.
Tufele gets the sack there, and now 4th down and 14. If you don't get this, Daniel, we better just pour a drink and just keep sipping it away because this game is over.
Yeah, I'm about to look like Julian on a Sunday night because it's just drinks from here on out.
Oh yeah. As Julian would say, sling it, baby, sling it. Oh my goodness, sling it up.
He joined just for that.
And I don't know if Joe is in the stream, but Joe, when is Sim? That's all I gotta say, Joe. When is Sim? 4th down and 14 now for the Condors. As now we'll see what happens here. Clemens is now in the game. More of a running quarterback. Takes a snap. He's gonna be sacked. It's gonna be the 20 mil. Oh no, nope, my bad. I thought that was Kinlaw. It's gonna be Lorenzo Neal, and with all further ado, in all likelihood, as long as the Condors do not win the Mega Million $54 million lottery ticket, they are gonna be just crowned oh wow. Handoff, Eckler, left side. Give him 13 yards. And honestly, Daniel, I got to be honest. Like you said, we just got to sit back here and watch the Rams breathe it in. Wow. Holy smokes. And, I got to be honest, because now that the game's kind of a blowout, we can kind of talk about some other things. What do you think will be the thing for next year, Daniel, your advice for beating Cody? Because now we know the game's pretty much over. Cody won them again, unless miracles happen. What do you think teams have to do to stop Cody? Because this is his first Super Bowl, his first win, and he's only been in this franchise for about 3 years. What do you think are the keys to beating Cody in general for the subsequent years?
So if you're going to play Cody, you have to have a pass offense. You just have to, because so far commentated 2 games, 1 Super Bowl, and then your game. He stops the run. His defense is very capable of stopping the run. If you can't pass and keep up with his offense, it's just time's a wasting for you to lose. It's simple as that. And also, if you could pass and slow down the time, that's what you just have to do against Cody. That's as much as you can do. Take as much time and have a high-powered offense.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, I would say definitely the keys are, stop cooking those deep routes, and then probably watch that tight end and also Eckler on those wheel routes. Screenplay, it's going to be about 4 yards there, I believe, to St. Brown, or no, that's Boyd. But, Cody's in my AFC. I'm the Bears, and obviously Julian is the Dragons, and obviously a lot of other good teams, the Monarchs and stuff like that. The NFC is obviously tough AF, to say the least, and, same with the AFC, I'm not going to discredit them. But the thing is, though, is that this NFC is literally really hard, at least because Cody's in your conference, and, at least for me and Julian, we have to beat him next year. So we have to go out there and see what we're going to do to beat him, and, let alone Madden 21. What are your thoughts on Madden 21, Daniel, while you're here in the booth?
So, judging off the beta, I absolutely love it. I've loved it so far, and the nerf to the usering is something I didn't know that could be good for the game. Like, this is a little bit trolling, but
oh damn.
But honestly, the nerf to the user, the way the game feels, the game doesn't feel run heavy. I honestly expect good things from 21.
You expect what, Daniel? Sorry, the last part you said?
I expect good things from Madden 21. I feel like the game's gonna be good.
Yeah, I mean, me too. Yeah, because the thing is that, like, as long as the run is not very OP, and I know that we had that drop leg, new juke, but as long as for Madden 21, the run game is not as OP, that means that I don't care how OP passing is, it's definitely more skill. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So if you're winning more games, good for you, because now you're passing the ball. And then even if you pass the ball too much, we have those new pass rush moves. So literally, and also usering, do you think they have to change the usering for the Madden 21 beta? Because I feel like it's almost too slow, and it's just like those streaks, like how me and you do, Evan Ingram, Johnny Smith, that deep streak for tight ends over the middle versus cover 2. Wouldn't that almost make cover 2 obsolete?
I mean, in a sense, maybe, but again, the way the user felt, where you actually have to predict the movements of the receiver ahead of time just to stay close, I love that. It brings a skill gap that I did not think that was needed, but it's a big welcome. I for sure welcome it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you're not wrong, because the thing is that, like, even though the user linebacker is pretty slow, it's still fair for all, and it really does make that, skill gap where if you still are a god user, it means you're a god user, not because you can cover 4 routes at once. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When I was playing it at first, I was like, bro, this is whack. And then, slowly started playing it again, and I just loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, no, for sure, I definitely agree. And I don't know if it's just me or if it's just regs, and maybe not Mutt for next year, but some of those hit sticks were pretty hitty, to say the least. Like they really like hit home. Like they're like, and like the guy like sat down. Like I was like, oh my. And see, here's the worst part: the players get up like it's nothing. There's no fumble. Like I feel like if you're gonna have a really big hit like that and not fumble, it's kind of like it's like. I mean, it happens in real life, but do you agree with me, or do you feel like it's kind of like where it needs to be, like those hits?
I'm gonna be honest, Earl Thomas was fucking me up. Like,
damn.
I was playing against Julian. Jesus Christ, some of those hits. So
yeah,
at the same time, I don't like the fumbles. It just feels too much of an RNG type game, and if we could go away from that, I mean, that's just a dub.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I feel like, honestly, I'm just really pumped up for Madden 21, but obviously 20, a lot of issues, but in essence, we made the most out of it, playing this franchise for fun, and again, congratulations to the Rams. Great season for the Condors, and their first Super Bowl. Eckler is just something different. And in all honesty, people gotta learn from this. It's not always about, Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, highest overalls. Someone like Austin Eckler can be like an 84 overall but play better. It's all about what, I really hate to say it, but like Eckler right there, touchdown, like should have been. Like, it's not always about like overall and player like always 9 overall. Like it's all about glitchiness. And it doesn't mean that you always have to exploit the game's weakness, because we ban that from the game, like, always doing stretch or always doing corner routes just because that works. But getting an OP player, a glitchy player, like Eckler or a glitchy running back, that's just being smart. And that's what Cody did here. You got to get that smart, because I got rid of Kareem Hunt. He's like in the middle of a trekking back and also a elusive back. And I got an elusive back, Verdell. And I think you saw Verdell in the game against Cody in the game of Cooper. But you need that elusive back, if you will, like Tiny, and Matt Breida. So fast. It literally is a run cheese game, speed cheese. Julius Peppers, the end. Jason Taylor, Rousseau for me. So that's my thoughts. But, Daniel, what are your final thoughts here before we sign off for Super Bowl 11?
I fully expect the Condors to be back next year. I honestly do think that Cody is going to come back and try to win it all. Again, like I said earlier, he's blasting juice any type of sad song right now, because this game just hurt from the missed opportunities, the players just not putting their feet in bounds. But I expect him to be back. If Zay, I don't know if Zay is still tanking. I expect Zay to be here.
No, for sure. I mean, for me, it's a matter of, going for my first football. Julian trying to go back to the Super Bowl for his second time. And, a lot of us are going for stuff. And there it is. The Rams are the Super Bowl champions, Super Bowl 11. There's a celebration. Of course, you see Ty Woodson there. And, of course, everyone, I mean, Julius Peppers, or Jabril Peppers, geez Louise, come on, Matt. I don't know why I said that. But overall, congratulations to Cody. He really earned it. And, honestly, I don't know if we have time, but I would love to interview both of them if they are willing to, about 5 minutes each. Julian, if you are there, please try to escort them in the Super Bowl booth and have them enter. Cody? Hello, Cody. The champ, the man, the myth, the legend. Cody, you are the Super Bowl 11 winner. What are your thoughts? Tell my stream, tell my subs, what's going on out there. How do you feel?
Well, let's start in the offseason, Matthew Kennedy. Great. I'm glad that you're the commentator. I got rid of some key players. They were aging. I wanted draft picks. Those players I got in the draft helped me. Ty Woodson, Jazeer Horn, my left tackle, and the guy who Matthew Kennedy called a bust and said I was screwed, Shea Espin, or as he says, Shea Epson. Cody, you're screwed. He led me to a Super Bowl. And then Matt Kennedy was like, oh, but his awareness. It doesn't matter. It matters. Thank you, AJ. Thank you, AJ, for not being there during the draft for that beautiful kicker. Beautiful kicker. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron Mitchell, for quitting and giving me that 98 speed returner to save my ass in the divisional round against Julian. Thank you. Couldn't have did it without you. And then Cody. Great opponent. Noah, great opponent. Julian, great opponent. It was tough. Very, very tough. Those guys have fierce defenses. It just seemed like everything went my way that game. But great by them.
I love this 100%.
Daniel, if you have any,
shit.
Yeah. If you have any questions, if you have any questions, you can ask Daniel. If not, I have more questions.
Alright, Cody. I do want to ask one thing. End of the second quarter, you take that field goal. What were the chances you were going to go for the touchdown on that drive?
I don't believe he can unmute himself.
Hello?
I think he's locked in the channel.
Hey guys, sorry, it wouldn't let me unmute.
What the hell just happened?
Are we still live with the voice to my channel? All right. So, Cody Rams. Don't worry, Cody Condors. We'll get you next if you want to. Daniel asked about your touchdown or your field goal drive there, Cody. Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Which field goal drive? The one
At the
after
end of the
pick?
second. At the end
Oh
of
yeah,
the second.
I could have went for it, but going against defenses like that in inside the 5 is just impossible. And you saw me flipping through the plays. I really wanted to go for it, but you can't take chances against people like Noah or the Monarchs and the Condors. Their defenses are just too good. So you got to take your points against defenses like that when you're inside the 5. It doesn't matter.
You are right. You are right. Now, yeah, I have one more question for you, Cody. Cody, how do you feel getting the first trophy over Julian and me, one of your biggest rivals? Cody, how do you feel?
Oh, it's just salt to the wound. I mean, it just keeps bringing me back to all of our close games, but especially when you called my rookie quarterback a bust and that I was screwed. That just makes it even better because you thought I had no chance.
Right.
You thought I was win now. I am win now, but guess what? I'm win for the future. Unlike the Bears, who have 3 linemen that are going to regress. And guess what? Did they block for the Bears in the divisional? I don't think they did.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit. Talk your shit.
The Bears, you are screwed. You are screwed.
Cody, you are screwed. You are right. But but you know what, Cody? You know what? Next year's my final year before I take a 20-day gap for 2021. And next season I'm going all out. I'll be ready for you. And obviously I'm going for my first football. But obviously I'm going for my first trophy too. So it's all about going out there and competing your best. And of course I'm still looking forward to Madden 21 the most. Even though this year does count for stats. Whatever. So I'm really curious to see how we're gonna do that because obviously you really can't have any old folks. But yeah, I want to move my attention to Cody Condors if he is there and if he wants to talk. Cody, are you there? Do you want to talk or do you plead the fifth?
No, yeah, I can talk.
Okay, so Cody, first drive, it was intercepted, and it was 3rd down and 6, and he ran that ball to score. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean that first that in route, I thought he was gonna be open against man coverage, and I kind of knew the pressure was coming, and kind of had to guess he was gonna be open, and the DB ran the route for him. But yeah, that I was not expecting a run 3rd and 6. I know Cody's a pass user, so I was playing the pass, and he snuck a run in on me on that drive.
Indeed. Daniel, do you have anything to add or really anyone?
Cody, how much pain are you in after those 2 receiver just not being able to get their feet in bounds touchdown plays?
I think that was really a big point in both in the game because that's 14 points instead of 3. And if I can get those, it's definitely a different game because then I don't have to get away from my run game. And it's definitely a close game where I can play my game instead of just trying to pass. My O-line just couldn't block in the second half.
Yeah, and not just that, but I'd say the biggest component of this game was Tiny, however you pronounce it. He was literally out of the game, and like mentally, and obviously, also game script, but not just that, but like that big bomb to Cooks, or just I guess Eckler. Like, is Eckler like did he give you some nightmares, or what's going through your head about Eckler and how he performed?
Yeah, Eckler, he plays like how ETN on my team plays. What I do to people a lot of times, with that smaller guy that just gets through those holes, makes the first man miss. I mean, it's tough. If you don't make that first tackle, he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely more elusive and spins, and they get to those small holes. Whereas Breida, Julian, right? hit that outside, get that speed. 998 speed, man. I'm going all the way down. Touchdown, yeah. But yeah, I mean, literally, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a game where it's an elusive back heavy. You really hardly see a team that has a power back, like we'll just say like Jerome Bettis type, where they just go out there and dominate. It's just how Madden football is, and it's just what we accept, as a community. But yeah, I mean, Cody, what are your thoughts for next year? Anything that you're going to try to improve, or just game plan improve?
Yeah, next year I'm just gonna really work on my passing game because I think that let me down today. Just making bad reads, just a tad late on a couple throws, bad turnovers and bad times. So I'm really gonna. I can always rely on my run game when I need it, but I need to work on that pass.
Yeah, no, I mean, overall, I was definitely impressed. I mean, even though that you lost that game, you still had a lot of good mechanics, and I thought you were doing everything right with pocket presence. I was saying this really quick, but before we sign off here, at least I do. It was that field goal drive. It was 14-0. You're driving halfway through the second quarter, 4 minutes left, and it was second down and goal and third down and goal. And I was telling Daniel this, but it's not Palmer's archetype, and I get it, but that middle I thought was open for you to scramble. It was only like 4 yards, and I thought, why not just run up the middle there and try to dive for that end zone? He spread his D line. So as long as your guards and centers, quote, locked, kind of like locked them up where they couldn't move, you could easily, I think, just walk in the end zone there and step up in the pocket there and just run walk it in.
Matthew Kennedy. I have done that before. And I think on second down that would have worked. Third down was the one where the receiver just couldn't get his feet down. And that really hurts because it was a good read. He was open. And then, if I score a touchdown there, it's 7-14, and then Apke gets that pick on the next drive, and I can drive down, make it 10-14 or 14-14, It's a different game.
Here are some retirements. Trent Williams retired.
Wait, what?
Trent Williams retired. Antonio Brown retired. Geno Atkins retired.
Trent Williams retired?
Yes. Richard Sherman retired.
At this point that Matt knew Cody was right. You were right, Cody. Cody, you were right.
Guys, I need about 5 minutes to digest this information.
That's good. Monarchs lost somebody.
All right, guys. I'm gonna start the stream. Thank you for coming. Bye bye.